right, we're back. It's Fans of Patrol time. My name is Montego. We are back in the house. It's Christmas time, and I'm not gonna sing a rhyme, but I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my lovely co-host Miss Tifflebot, all the way from Iowa. What's
Oh
going
yeah.
on with your Tiff?
It's cold up here.
It's cold outside. Is it?
Yeah, it's fucking awful. It's also I don't mind the cold so much because it's short, you know what I mean? You walk through, get to your house, your car, whatever. But I don't like how slippery it is.
Oh, you guys have ice and snow and shit. We don't have any of that.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, from yesterday, yeah.
well, Tiff, I just was recapping on the week. December is a rough one on your cat boy. Everybody likes to party, but when you're partying on Saturday and you're partying on Tuesday and then you're driving on Wednesday and you're partying on Thursday and you're partying on Friday, woo, it's a rough season, y'all.
Montego's just bragging about how much he parties.
I'm not bragging, but look, it's a job.
It's a lifelong party with Montego.
Oh, it's a job. This shit got to end. December has to
Yeah, but
end.
you were like, this is fun. This was fun.
It was fun, but it's fun until you get home and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah, that's the way it is. Everything's fun. Everything's fun until you get home.
All right. So anyway, man. Wow. So we're in December. We have mad choices for all of the stuff that we, have been doing.
I'm sorry.
What?
Did you say like a lot of choices?
Mad choices. Yeah. I mean, like.
You mean like for coverage? So what?
For
So
coverage,
we have so many choices. Why did we do what we did?
Because I was interested. Shit. I mean.
Oh shit! Really? I felt like you really gave this to me as one of the things that was like, well, we got nothing else.
No. So this week, we'll bring you in. We're doing Willow. They dropped 2 episodes, and I think it was like 4 available. So we did the first 2 episodes. That's our main topic, man. And our one shot for the week, man. We're doing National Treasure. We previewed the preview on the show a while ago.
Yes.
And then we both was looking like this looks like shit, but I know I want to watch the first one. So we're doing a one shot at all, and we're gonna be official if it's shit or not, right?
Is it shit?
Is it shit or not? And so in our news, man, Tiff rounded up some good stuff for us. So there's some heavy duty Superman news that the world is like, screaming at the universe for. So we're gonna talk about that. Also, man, first time ever on this show, Barbie news. So we'll be talking about that.
Barbie.
Right.
No, actually, I think we've talked about Barbie before because we talked about this movie.
Oh, okay.
So, but this same Barbie.
Same goddamn Barbie.
Same
on
Barbie.
This show. You never thought it would happen.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We talk about Transformers enough, don't we?
Hey, there's never too much.
Oh, and actually, you know what? Not to be like, remember in episode, but you did talk about the Barbie movies because your daughters watch those.
Yeah, but that wasn't a topic. That was just conversation.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the first time Barbie's ever been mentioned, but I was like, this can't be right.
No. Yeah. So anyway, man, I think we picked up some Donald Glover news, man. So we're gonna talk about that. So I'm saying we got choices, man. There's some other shit we could have.
So I would say that these are all like good things that we're doing. That like you would on a normal, they'd be pretty good on a normal weekday.
Yeah, this is nerd stuff,
News.
man.
Yeah. But they're also not like, we used to get. I guess we have this kind of differentiating thing from before the pandemic when there just seemed to be like tons and tons and tons of like just legitimate news all of the time. Like, I mean, as far as nerd news, like they're always announcing movies. They're always like making shit.
Yes.
And then the pandemic kind of fucked all that shit up.
It did. And it also,
and now I think maybe coming back a little bit from that or like just excited when we do get a little bit of news.
Yeah. And also the pandemic kind of did some stuff, some evil stuff to folks, all this shit just seemed a lot less important after that.
Yeah, it did. It kind of like changed a lot of people's, understandably attitudes about stuff, and
about
it probably wasn't as fun. Yeah,
like
and like I would also say just like the amount of shit that you're doing online because we just did so much stuff online that like getting on the hype train on the internet isn't nearly as fun as it used to be.
Well, unless you're listening to fans on Patrol.
This is not the internet.
Yeah.
I would love to lay in the dark and have someone tell me their thoughts while I did absolutely nothing.
So that is the show, children.
Yeah, stay on board, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Yes, indeed. So I'm good to go. You good to go?
Does it not seem like I'm good to go?
Then let's go.
All
All right, man. We are back at social media time. It's time for a little recognition, Tiffelbot. Where's our
right. So you can get to us right now on our socials, which are at Fancy Patrol on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can check out our TikTok, which is Fancy Patrol 0, our YouTube, where you can watch these shows, and then on your favorite listening platform. And then, of course, we have Patreon, but we are bad at it, so.
Yeah. Anyway, man.
Yeah, now that you've heard this and that, here's the thing: you come for the sweet, sweet freebies. That's what you come for here. So if you're a Patreon, we do sincerely apologize to you. I'm very guilty. Feel bad about it. But everyone else who's here, you can't even judge because you're not given $1.
Damn. Anyway, thank you for being
people
here.
love it. There, we just lost all 6 of the remaining.
Right. Thank you, Tiffelbot.
Fuck you. It's your fault for Wakanda forever, mostly.
Oh shit! Look, hey, it is what it is, y'all.
I like to bring that up because I am so clearly all of the time the Scrooge, and I need to remind people sometimes that you're the bad one.
No,
that's just
what?
and also popular tactic of any villain is to just make people think the hero is the bad guy. So
just pulling a Moriarty on me.
Check me out. Here we go.
I stick by my laurels, man. I've been thinking because I just keep seeing the Wakanda stuff, and I still the more and more I think about the movie, the less and less I like it. I'm just sorry. Here's the
thing. I don't know how to explain to you that is a very you move.
Well,
I can't. You know what I mean? Like I do believe that you're that you would be like no. Then the more prompted by your own conviction.
Look, man.
Oh, but here's the thing. Also, who cares? Because it's just a movie that that somebody has an opinion about, and I'm not even talking about
it literally turned into a sacred cow for a whole bunch of black folks. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, not
so
saying
much,
anything about that.
So much about
like
Chadwick Boseman when it shouldn't be. T'Challa. God damn
what I mean by that is some people like it, some people don't. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
It is, and if you like it, that's your jam. Hey.
Oh God, I really, as I've said before on this show, it may seem like I'm being a really piece of shit, but I do sincerely, I am happy for everyone's garbage.
Anyway,
because I have my own you know what I mean? I have my own garbage, so I'm happy that people have that stuff.
So Tiffelbot,
let's cut all this shit out. It was terrible. No. Moving forward, what would you like to talk about, Barbie?
No, well, it's up to you. So Tiffelbot came to the rescue because of me being in my drunken stupor all week long, and she was able to deliver some superb notes. So what are we doing first, Tiffelbot?
Yeah, we'll just go in the order here, I guess.
Okay.
So, because I kind of want to talk. Maybe Superman last is a big deal, but
it's up to you, Tiffelbot. I don't.
Fuck
care.
it. I already opened the news. We're doing it first.
All right.
So, Henry Cavill is announced. It's announced that he is not going to be Superman.
Yes.
At least not. And then I love this. I love it when they do that thing where they're like, well, yet there might be a blah, blah. I'm like, doing a fucking end credit scene 20 years from now is not the same as once again being Superman.
Well, Jeff, this is a weirdo.
Yeah, what happened? Why do we know what happened?
Yes, I have a timeline, but it's all stupid. Because here's the problem. Everybody just want to make announcements for social media. The studios want to make announcements. The directors, the showrunners, the actors, everybody wants to just keep their brand buzzing because we are in the land of marketing. We are in an age of marketing, and I literally hate it, but
yeah,
it's just ridiculous. So, James Gunn took over and, said nothing, boom. Before that, what was his name? The little guy who did the Star Wars movies, he's part of these Warner Brothers.
George Lucas.
Not George Lucas.
I know.
Right. He's a little guy too. Right. But he directed the Star Wars, the first one and the third one. But they made big announcements for him, and we haven't seen anything, of what was going on at Warner Brothers. So then they did this new shakeup, and J.J. Abrams, and I don't remember hearing anything about J.J. Abrams being anywhere in this WB shit, right? But now James Gunn and this guy, who I don't remember his name because he's unimportant to me, but I'm just saying. So Henry Cavill announced that he was leaving The Witcher.
Right.
And, because it sucked, and he didn't like the showrunner's thoughts on the direction of the show. He's an avid fan, and we talked about that. And just couldn't deal with her. He's like, not her as a person, but just what she was doing. And I saw an interview with her, and let me tell you something. She didn't give a, she did not care. She was truly a Hollywood showrunner from the vibe that she gave off. I was like, ooh, I need a sweater. She just didn't give a shit. She seemed like a money person to me. And so, he made this announcement after, I'm gonna be Superman again. Here I come. And considering people couldn't stand his ass as Superman when he was playing the role, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, it's Henry Love, which I just found it weird. I'm like, they hated his ass, they hated him. But now, after some time and then the Snyder cut and things like that, people started liking him and they wanted to see him in a suit again. So, but Henry is getting old. He ain't no spring chicken no more, Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so then, like, James Gunn started announcing, you remember, this ain't happening, Wonder Woman ain't happening, all these properties ain't happening, this ain't happening, hey, all this shit is going, look, I'm running shit, I don't want none of this on my shelf, And so then it was announced that, no, Henry Cavill is not going to be Superman. He's not going to be Superman no more because James Gunn says he wants to do a Superman story with younger stories with him, in his younger years. I get that. You get a Henry Cavill, you're only going to do so much because he's so goddamn old. I mean, not old as for the character. It's just like Ben Affleck's Batman. You can only do old, crotchety Batman stories. You
can't only do crotchety Batman shit.
So anyway, so they made an announcement, Tiffobot.
Okay.
We will find a place for Henry. We have something in mind for something in the DC universe. And it was like, nobody gives a shit about that. I mean, the people who care about Superman and Superman only. Maybe he'll be Jor-El. Damn.
It's weird because that's what I'm saying. Like, they were like, oh, there's still a place for him. I'm like, that is not the same as Henry Cavill returning to the Superman universe. You know what I mean? That's not what people are talking. So it was like kind of a little bit of smoke and mirrors. Yeah. But also, like, did he think that he was going to be playing Superman?
Yeah, he made an announcement.
So he got fucked, kind of. He fucked himself.
He made an announcement, and after this new announcement was made, he made another announcement. Like, look, I was told by the studio to make an announcement. So he was like, "It wasn't me." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He only responded to what they told him. He wasn't like, I'm trying to drum up stuff, you know what I'm saying? So then people were like, is he going back to The Witcher? He's like, no, I ain't want to go. I was done with The Witcher. It had nothing to do with Superman. I don't want to go back to The Witcher. But news broke yesterday that his most beloved, property, Warhammer 40K, is that's happening, and so he's supposed to be some huge Warhammer fan.
He's a huge Warhammer fan.
Yeah. And so,
but also, like, it's not right. You shouldn't look like that.
Look like what?
Henry Cavill.
What?
And then be into Warhammer.
Oh, get out of here, Tiff!
It's not right.
You're discriminating against us, us nerds who didn't grow up looking like nerds.
It's not right. I'm not. I'm saying it for myself. It's just not right.
Yep, there you go. Nerds come in all shapes and sizes inside Tiff.
Because what could you imagine falling in love with a man like that at Warhammer?
Well, I'm familiar with Warhammer, to be honest with you. It's about mechs and shit,
No, it's like a tabletop game.
Oh, it's like, well, I did those once in my life.
Yeah, and you build, but it's more like, I think you build. Please, I don't know enough. You build terrains. You have these little. It's like you have battles, march like your little armies.
But they're supposed to be like mechs and stuff like that, right?
Probably. All the ones I am familiar with are more like. I thought it was more like a D&D elf. I've seen more like the elf stuff.
Oh shit! Well, maybe I'm just.
You know what I mean? Like that style of.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, whatever.
But they paint. But I think they've got like the dwarves and stuff have. Like mechanical, whatever. You paint them in little detail. That's what I think. People are really into that.
Well, that's cool shit. I think that's cool.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying. Imagine seeing an angel sitting in the Warhammer store.
Good shit.
You would die.
Good.
Nobody will go in there. Nobody can go in there now. Nobody can shop in there now.
Good. So good for him. So, Tiff, I'm ambivalent about all this, because Henry Cavill took some getting used to for me as Superman. Sure. The way he played him, because Christopher Reeves was my Superman, and so always like the Boy Scout, but then I had to get used to this guy. Then I kind of got used to him, and now he's out. It's like, for me, it's like whatever. What y'all should be announcing is the Flash is canceled and y'all gonna throw that damn movie out. I haven't heard that shit. You know?
Oh, they still haven't said they're gonna get rid of it?
If they made that announcement, I have missed it, y'all. So let me know.
I thought that they said that it was done.
Well, if that's the case, then goddamn, it took y'all long enough. That shit should have been canceled. All the stuff that dude was doing. Goodness gracious.
That man was quickly descending into what I believe would be like the devil on earth. Like I don't know what was happening with that man, but like they were letting him get away with some shit before they were like, give me that back.
My own personal opinion, I think he got problems, and I don't think he was taking medication, and they just let him roll. Sort of just like, what is somebody else just doing the same shit? Oh, like Kanye, somebody please tackle him and, with some medication, and get him together. Shit, something, he crazy shit. He got to get his shit together. But I think the same thing was happening to Ezra, man, because it was like boom, 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 and just escalating. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And y'all still having a movie with this dude? Get out of here. Get out of here.
I mean, for whatever reason, stuff was not right, but it was the real problem is that they were like, we're still gonna maybe make money off this. And here's the thing, the following sad part is, they probably would have, because people would go to see the crazy Ezra Miller movie. You know what I mean? Even though it had nothing to do, back when it was made, he had not done these things.
I mean, say what you will about folks, who are experiencing episodes, but, Kanye ain't been committing felonies. This guy got just rap sheet after rap sheet after rap sheet.
I don't think we should say anything in defense of Kanye.
Oh, I'm not saying nothing in defense of that mother puss bucket. I'm just saying no felonies being stacked up, and Ezra got. So I don't know, Tiff. We have to.
Felon, a straight felon. He was, that's a lot of stuff going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it was like movie, they
were like, don't look over here, and it was also just like really weird stuff.
Yeah,
like I kind of forgot stuff about the baby. There was like a baby
and the compound and the what the hell?
I thought that was a lot more strange than I gave it
going down memory lane, and you're like,
I was like, that memory of Ezra Miller and the baby lives in my brain.
Yeah, and him slamming change out of that one lady in the store, that
I'll never forget.
Nobody said nothing.
Never forget that about Smooth said that. I just like, what?
Ezra Miller slammed change.
I thought we didn't really even I remember thinking that, looking that up, because I was like, no.
Yeah, and then you would like, oh,
not disbelieving from the show, but when I heard it the first time, I was just like, this can't be true.
Yeah.
Nobody does that.
100%.
Anyway, give me that fucking movie back, man. Also, some of you should be thankful, because that movie looked like it was going to be straight fucking trash.
I disagree with you. I was really excited about Michael Keaton being back in. I was for the listeners. She's doing some kind of go-go dance right now.
That's how that motherfucker runs. I can't believe. Yeah, I was really doing those arms.
It's more like that.
I was doing. It was not like that. It's.
So
I'm embarrassed now. I was mad first.
I didn't even like the character really until the Snyder cut, where they, showed more of the Irish stuff. And anyway, it can go. I don't have to see it, but I did want to see Michael Keaton being old gruff Batman. I thought that would have been some slick.
I would have liked that too. Mm-hmm. How did we get here? Because we were talking about Henry Cavill.
DC, because all the shit they canceled.
All that matters. Here we come.
Hey, so I'm not sure if the Aquaman is still on. I think it is. I think the Aquaman movie is still.
That one was successful.
Yeah, it made him a ton of money.
Although I don't really know if. Oh my God, my brain.
Ben Affleck was supposed to be in it as Batman.
No. The guy James Gunn. I see. Here's my thing. My brain wants to say Tim Gunn because of Project Runway.
Oh, okay.
He was. Yes, but there's just from years and years of that, and I know that's wrong. James Gunn, maybe he doesn't about money necessarily, but about his artistic vision as far as what he's scrapping.
Wait a minute. Let's not even get it twisted. I don't think it's money with this cat. I think he is an artiste. I mean, he has such a artistic. He has a style, and it's always unpredictable. Even when you see it and you're expecting it, he just wows you. Like with the Suicide Squad movie, it was just like, what the hell am I looking at? And it was just like, nice, this is so cool. And then we came out with the damn Peacemaker, and you thought, this is gonna get old. Oh my God, no! I'm glued to the edge of my seat every week trying to, what's gonna happen. And even in the Guardians of the Galaxy, even though you didn't like the Christmas special, I thought it
Did
brought it
not like
all
it.
back for me, the Christmas special. So I'm very interested to see what he does. I think he's super duper artistic, and I can't wait to see what he got to go. What else we got next, Tiff? We went hard on that. I might have to trim
That
that
was
down.
like, yeah, that was a intense discussion. So the other thing I brought is the Barbie teaser trailer.
Barbie teaser trailer.
Barbie teaser trailer.
This movie is going to star
Margot
Ryan
Robbie.
Gosling,
Yeah.
right, as
Yeah.
Ken, and Margot Robbie
Yes.
as Barbie, right?
Correct.
And so they got at the beginning of time, and the little girls with the dolls, and then you show Barbie standing up, and
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about this, Tiff.
Oh, here's the thing. I have so much to say about this.
Oh, please.
I'm sold on this movie.
Wow.
Okay? Before nope.
Okay.
Before the trailer came out. I'm already
Before the
sold
tra-
on it
Okay.
because I know it's going to be weird. Okay?
How do you
I
get
know
Ryan
that
Gosling to sign up for something like this? Wow.
because I know it's going to be like actually probably different than what we expect and kind of
Okay.
weird. It might be like
Got you.
one
Got
of
you. Got
those
you.
movies,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm thinking. I'm saying, how
Um,
do you get him on board with this?
but that space or 2001: A Space Odyssey joke
Yeah.
that they're doing, I'm not upset about it because you're drawing parallels between yourself and Kubrick, which is, yeah, that's obviously a big deal and is annoying. But because this is a tired joke, it's a tired joke. It's a really tired joke.
I don't give a shit about this thing, Temple.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is, I'm excited about this movie, and like, I was already coming into this experience being like, I know I'm going to see this movie. I'm excited to see this trailer. Watching this trailer, and almost, I have but a shred of enthusiasm left.
Yeah, diminish a little
for it
yeah.
because I saw at the end of the movie that it looks exactly like I hope and want it to be in
All
some
bright
ways, because
stuff.
they do like they flashed at the end, they show like what it's going to be, but the overall tone of this trailer makes me think that maybe I wouldn't like it, because that about drove me nuts.
I smell flop in this film's future. Is that
Montego
flop?
smells a flop.
Is that flop?
Oh fuck!
You remember
Yeah.
Jim and the Holograms? That it just they was like Jim and the Holograms is coming out. And it was like,
Oh yeah.
flop. I don't even think it made it to the theaters. It was like, ooh, goodness gracious.
So yeah, that
Woo!
was bad.
Yeah. So I don't really have any comments about this. I don't care, and I'm not trying to be a jerk.
I don't care.
because I think it could. I mean, I don't know. I just don't care about the bright colors and the stars even involved in it. It's just like, what the hell? Anything that you do with this, I don't think I'm gonna care. So I don't know. Maybe it might be hilarious, and it'd be something that it's Barbie. They're not really making fun of Barbie, but I don't know. Sometimes they can do some shit, but Hollywood has been doing a real bad job at giving us new, fresh, and exciting shit. So I'm not holding my breath. So that's all I got to say about that, unless you got more.
So the guy, woof, you guys,
I know.
coming hard.
So
Coming hard in that Barbie movie.
here's something that I was a little bit interested in, Tev. So the Spider-Man Sony universe is still alive, right? And I had to think about this. So Donald Glover, they have a project on the table, right? For what is the name of this character?
Hypno Hustler.
Hypno Hustler. Now I read old school comic books. I don't even remember this. I can't even go back and I can't even sit here and be like, oh yeah, I remember, and so and so and so and so. A bunch of phony people on a bunch of phony shows will go look it up before they do the show and be like, yeah, I remember this and he blah, blah, blah. No,
Oh my god.
I read it and and I was like, okay, I don't remember this. I don't even remember seeing this. But this guy's supposed to be able to play this guitar, and he's a rock star, and he hypnotizes people, and he has knockout gas in his boots, and he has little knives. Come on, he's a criminal. So they're supposed to be doing a standalone movie with Donald Glover for this character. And my thoughts are, what the hell are y'all doing? I don't know. What about you, Tim?
That's not what I thought. I was like, all right, he's gonna be like, I'm kind of excited. This
No, I'm
sounds
not excited.
so stupid.
It does.
I just don't understand how. Listen, we bend reality for a lot of these superheroes,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, I think it's because they're like this one seems like a joke, like kind of a joke to begin with, right? Like kind of a goof. Like so, it's like I just like he would just it's too goofy.
They're doing a Craven the Hunter. I think it's gonna be a flop. They did the Carnage. It was a flop. They, I mean, everything associated with the Spider-Man universe and the Sony universe so far
Yeah.
has not been anything that to write home to
Well,
mom about.
this is I could not imagine telling somebody that the hero or whomever, or he's a villain. I'm sorry, that they're gonna make a movie about a villain, like an adult movie, like it, not like Triple X, obviously, but that where like
Yeah.
he does this goofy shit. Like, I mean, and it's
Even if you
super
make it
goofy.
serious, it'll still be goofy.
Yeah, yeah, because you'd be singing your guitar like the magic. Here's the thing. Anytime, and I apologize because I know that this is a lot of people's jam as far as like speaking of Gem and the holograms, etc. Where like they're going to be forced to sing to use their powers. And because the powers have to perform something, that shit is always cringe. Because it's always like, take the man, put him in a pan. And you're
Yeah.
like, please stop.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to die. I already know that I'm going to want to die watching this film.
The only one I ever saw was on Batman, the Brave and the Bold, when they did the music master on it, and
Yeah.
it was like a show tune, the whole thing, and I was
Yeah.
sitting there like, oh my god, this is so good! It was really really good, but he's a rapper, so he would probably be doing
Yeah.
singing and rapping and stuff. But again, it goes back to the Spider-Man universe. Spider-Man in the Sony / Marvel universe has been great. His 3 movies are fantastic. Everything he's been in the Marvel universe has been great. All this offshoot stuff has just been like, yeah, yeah, and some people would say bad, bad, and so I think
Yeah.
y'all should leave this shit alone, y'all. Spider-Man's universe. Nobody cares about Kraven the Hunter. Only if he's fighting Spider-Man. Nobody cares about these
Yeah.
other villains.
Yeah.
Only if Spider-Man is in it. And so y'all keep trying to do this standalone shit. Stop. It's bad. It's bad. Look, y'all got a piece of a property. You will never know how to market and work Spider-Man the way you should just sell it to Marvel and just
Yes.
Disney and call
Make
it a
your
day.
money.
Make your money on it. Sell it for a few $1 billion, like a few movies that y'all would have spent and flopped, and just let them take all those characters and make something sweet out of it. Because this side character, one-off villain garbage is garbage, y'all. And I love Donald Glover, but I don't want to see them do this to himself. Shit.
It might be like really good.
Nope.
I
I mean, I tolerated like Venom just because I like Tom Hardy's Venom voice. I like all the shit I like the banter. But the second movie it was almost cringe with the
I like that movie actually.
Did you like that movie with the
Yeah.
with the girlfriend with the fine ass
Yeah.
woman and what's his name Woody Harrelson and all that stuff?
Yeah.
No, I was waiting for it to be over. Um, just saying. And I just don't have any interest in these one-off Spider-Man villains, man. You
I
had
definitely thought that you were
Joker.
going to put this piece of news in here
No,
because you were excited.
no, I think it's a bad idea. I know nobody cares about this, and then it's hard enough to draw up, you know, interest about major heroes and stuff like that, opposed to like this goofy stuff. Everybody been trying to do the Guardians of the Galaxy ever since the shit came out. And like, take something obscure and make it big. It's rough, man. That was lightning in a bottle, y'all. It's just the stars align when that stuff happened, and y'all think it's just it's a formula. We'll just take some obscure shit and we'll make it great. No, so that's all I have to say about that. I don't know.
This is I feel like this became a very like intense, somber, we hate these things, the end.
Look, don't act like I love everything because I don't. When
I
see
didn't say that.
No, not you.
Although
but
I do.
Yeah, people believe that, and then I see stuff like this, and the Sony stuff, Spider-Man universe just needs to stop because it's just okay, and then you just damage the whole thing, for future generations, and stuff don't
Yeah.
get made, like no, we
Yeah.
did that before. Yeah, but you did
But
it
they just
bad.
want the money. They want to see if they want to throw whatever at the wall and see if it sticks.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah, because we made all this free money off of Spider-Man through
Free
through
money.
Marvel. They did. They didn't do shit, and they reaped all the benefits of it. So, smart business deal. And Disney got enough money to just say we could lose some money just to make our stuff better. And so that's what they
Oh,
did. Yeah,
I want that kind of money.
yeah, we all do, Tifflebot. We all.
We all do. So I feel like a
Right.
child. Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So I don't have anything else unless you do. We can move on to the next
No,
section
it's
if you
it's
like to.
ready to go on.
All right, so that's we're gonna take a break, y'all, and we're gonna be right back. All right, everybody, it is time for our one shot, man. Is this your first time listening to our show? Sometimes I get a little tongue tied, like I've been drinking, but I haven't. If this is your first time listening to our show, we'd like to do one shots, man. This is our middle section, our act 2, where we do what we want to do. And
You always say that.
look, because we're a slave to the first and the second section, to Act 1 and Act 3, that's what we do. This, we get to choose what we want to do. We could do games, we could do one shots, we can do would you rather's, we could do all kind of stuff. This week we chose to do a one shot because I didn't want to commit to the whole thing of this just in case it was bad. So we're doing a one shot. That's our opinion of, ultimately will we continue to watch this show. And for me, that's really hard because a lot of times I just got to see the end. So you just never know. So what we're doing this week is National Treasure. It says Edge of History. TV series is located on Disney Plus. 2022. TV 14. And the first episode was 50 minutes. And that's all we did was the one episode. It's an action adventure mystery. Named after the National Treasure movies starring Fans of Patrol favorite Nick Cage.
True.
Oh, whoa,
I like that movie's good. That first movie is so good.
100%. Our fan favorite, and that Fans of Patrol favorite Nick Cage. So, Jess Venezuela, a 20-year-old dreamer, Tiff, sets off on an exploration to discover the mystery of her family history, and with the help of her friends, seek to recover historical lost treasure.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
So, man, that's the synopsis. Tiff, who the hell is in this? And I don't think you got to get too deep because it's just
Sure. So Lisette Oliveira, that's our lead.
that's our
Like
lead.
Catherine Zeta-Jones, of course.
Yeah, I'm so surprised because she's in Wednesday.
That's what I thought. She's having a renaissance.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's because they're both on Disney. And then I realized they weren't both on Disney. Brita Wool,
Yeah.
Lyndon Smith, Justin Bartha.
Really? Okay.
Yep, I guess eventually.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of people.
Yep.
That who knows.
Harvey
Barry
Keitel, I think,
Ingolfson.
is worth noting.
Yeah, he should be in the top, and he's
He
not.
should be right there to right.
So this is great.
Yeah.
Good list. Good list. IMDb.
Yeah. So anyway, man, it is time for one word. I'm actually really interested.
You want to know what my one word is?
Go one word, Tifflebot.
Lame.
Lame.
This shit is fucking lame.
So you really wanted to say the shit is effing lame, but
Well, my one word is lame. Lame. What's your one word? I love it.
my one word is stop.
Oh, thank fuck! I was so worried you're gonna love this show, and I was like, what the fuck?
As soon as it started, about 10 minutes in, I was like, oh, what am I watching? What is this?
It was like if National Treasure
Met the CW.
got sticky and fell underneath a candy store's fucking display shelf. It was just so disgustingly sweet and just terribly acted. Just what is happening?
You know what?
What is happening?
This trend of bringing younger actors for every role, like this universe is just full of like 22, 23-year-olds. It's just like, what are you doing? They're not that interesting. We go too far. Let's hit those.
Yes, let's hit the spoilers. Because I was about to say some stuff.
Okay, so
Spoilers.
yeah, by all means.
Okay, listen. the way that these people act is as if everything that happens is emotionally equal. Everything, there is no blip blip. And what I mean by that is, I don't know how to explain this to you, but our main characters are in an escape room.
Well, that's not actually how it opens. It opens with,
I know it isn't. They open, who cares about that? There's a person with gold and of course it's her dad, but fuck you guys, everything that happens is so fucking obvious. It's horrible. Anyway, so that part happens and then they escape and she's got the gold coin and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And so they're in this escape room, which they try to make you think is a real prison for a brief minute.
But they got on earrings and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I was like, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to sell it for so long? But the real problem I have with this is they finish the task. Yes. And as they're running out, one of them says, we just did something no one's been able to do. Supposedly this is an unsolvable. They're the first people who have ever solved it. Yeah. And then one of their friends has a cell phone. Yeah. And disqualifies them from consideration. Yeah. And everybody is like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah, I would have been like,
she wants to be which is, here's the thing.
He got his ass whooped, y'all.
Right. It's fine. It's honestly fine that happened, but then you would want there to be some kind of, but what I mean is it's presented both with the gravitas that something has been ruined and with the nonchalance that as if nothing has happened. Yeah. It's a very uneven, and that kind of tone follows us throughout. Like, she works at a storage garage place.
Yes. Yes.
And the storage garage is filled. Here's the thing. They don't call you and make you pay your bill. No, you don't pay your bill and they sell your shit. Yeah. And they are not allowed to go in there or whatever the rules are, right? But BTW, if they did open it and all that shit was fucking in there, they wouldn't be trying to find the owners.
Yeah, that's true.
They'd be like, this shit's mine.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And you guys, the way that they interact with what is clearly unearthed historical artifacts, it would be as if they found a box of tissues with which to rifle through. Right. It's so odd. It's just so odd.
So my biggest takes, man, so we get that chase with the guy, and I'm noticing, I said, you know what? Somebody watched National Treasure because they tried.
Oh, fuck. Just one person. Somebody watch it and explain it to everybody else.
They tried to have the pacing,
right,
and stuff of National Treasure, which is actually really, really.
Buddy, this show is called National Treasure. If somebody watched National Treasure,
but it was so obvious they were trying to mirror the original pacing, right. And so, but it was so obvious, and it was just, I mean, even the color schemes of the original, it was everything. I was like, okay, at least they got that, and that'll give you something, but. Then they had this young group of Scooby Mystery Machine kids,
Scooby Mystery Machine kids,
and they were just that to me. They were just like
they were just very cookie cutter, plain, like
right. And can we make them a little older so it's a little bit more believable? I mean,
right.
It's just not believable. Kids their age don't give a shit like that, and it's like, and we're off to an adventure. And then like all the quips that the best friend is saying as things happen, it's just like, what? That's Disney Channel banter.
Yes, yes. Like, it's like
the stuff my kids grew up watching. It's always somebody saying a quippy quip and stuff like that. And I'm sitting there like, I can't believe it was, oh my God. I was sitting there like, this is bad, and I'm not going to finish watching this. When I saw Harvey Keitel, I'm a huge fan. I love Harvey Keitel. I seen him, I'm like, oh, they got Harvey Keitel in here. First I thought it was John Boyd, and I was like, oh shit, what they got that piece of But then I saw it was Harvey Keitel. I was like, okay, cool. And he played his role. The stuff was very interesting.
That's very good, nice, yeah.
I was like, this is cool. And then he has the letter, she has the letter, and she walks away, but it's still her. And, although she's beautiful, she is not interested, at least not on this first show. And the friends aren't interested.
And it's so, and they're like, so, like, okay, these kids are doing things that if real kids were doing them would be outrageously interesting. Yes. Like if there was a real, it's, you know what I mean? But it's obviously filtered through the lens of what an adult who thinks a kid like this would be. And so therefore I always kind of feel like there's that, like you kind of said, the Disney Channel syndrome, where like an adult 40-year-old man is writing stuff for, and this is not always a problem, obviously. Lots of 40-year-old men write lots of different characters really well. But I'm just saying, like, what they think a teenager, or these people are in their early 20s maybe, would do.
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think it.
Yeah.
If I had to guess right off, it was written by somebody about their age.
I don't think so.
Yep, that thought that this is the way this shit would ride, and I just do. I don't know why they were going for such a young audience, especially original National Treasure. You know, I think Nick Cage was like, you know, in his like early 40s when he, you know, originally did the role, or his late 30s, and the characters who were in that movie were very interesting. I mean, people love that franchise. And well, it's only two movies. But you know,
do you want to see one of the people who wrote it?
Yep, why not? Sorry for you people who are.
He was born in July 24th, 1951.
So he's super old. There you go.
Yeah.
He's old enough to be my dad. He's old enough to be my dad. Wow.
That's one person though. To be fair, I'm looking at this other person.
Well, he was probably the guy doing all the research for.
Kids who solve puzzles with cell phones, and they'd be like, that, whatever, cool.
Yeah, so we can go hard on this, and I'm going hard on this, but I'm just saying that
it's just not fun.
It wasn't, and the whole time, I wasn't like, I'm gonna watch this shit. I'm like, eyes open. I didn't like the trailer, but I've been wrong so many times that, you know, in food, and I end up liking this stuff, and I did not. I was just, when it was over with, I was like, thank God that's over with. And
that's what I thought. I was like, it's over. I don't have to do that again. That's what I thought.
My family was walking past, watching me watch it. They was just like, they just laughing at me because I was just like, oh God, what is this?
It was so cheesy. And but what I mean is, like, so sometimes I think that sometimes these young actors who are almost as young as the people they're playing, or maybe whatever, right?
Yeah.
So like they recognize some of this shit as just not being the way that a teenager would act.
Yeah.
And I think that makes there's some kind of a weird, I mean, like, unless you're like a super great actor, right? That there's just like, hey, let's go down to the ice cream social. Like, I mean, like, these kids are very strange when you watch this shit.
But even Catherine Zeta-Jones, I was like,
she seemed weird too. You're right.
Like,
it wasn't
great. What the hell is she doing? I don't know what she's shooting for. Like,
she was like, hello.
I don't know. Adam's Family, she's great. She's Morticia. But this, I'm sitting there like, what is she? Only person that had me interested was Harvey Keitel. I was like, nailed it. Get paid a bandage. Yeah. See him later. You know.
And it kind of went on, didn't it? Or maybe we just didn't like it, but it felt like it went forever.
It did go forever. Them fake FBI agents and all this stuff. I was like, goodness gracious. Anyway, y'all, we started bitching. We sorry.
So we said we will say. What did we say at the beginning? Is it shit? It's shit.
Yeah, I will not turn this one back on, y'all.
That's saying something.
That is saying
he doesn't even care what the mystery is. You guys, this one has a legit mystery in it, and Montego loves a mystery. He's gonna have to wait and read the whole thing on Wikipedia afterwards. I
don't even care.
I can't even tell you what the mystery is. Can I tell you? Really, I don't really understand what's happening.
It was the Masonic. It was the Aztec Inca tribes. Those squares that were the Aztec gold that was hidden from Cortez. You know.
See, that's some of the stuff that just got lost to me because I was
Well, that's cool shit for me. I love history.
Sure. No. I mean, like, there was some chatting in my viewing area.
That's true. Right. But all I'm saying is that you should have had me with this, because I'm not even a huge National Treasure fan, but I watched both movies, and once it came on, I was like, you had me. You know, if for those who are listening, I was just bouncing up and down. But no.
Yeah, it's not fair that everybody watches. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just bouncing. I wasn't like, I can't wait for National Treasure. But when I saw it, I was like, this is really, it was a fun ride. This was not a fun ride, and they was trying to give you a ride, and it wasn't fun. So,
yeah, it was like you wait all day at Disney World, you get on this ride that you think is going to be nice, and it's just, oh, God, it's terrible. You get off it, you're like, well, I'm mad.
Yeah, the best thing that happened to you was that it was a pirate sitting next to you as a host. You're like, damn, how long we waiting for? Anyway, man, that's it, man. We're going to take our final break. We're going to come back with our main topic, man. It's been years in the making. One of Tip's favorite childhood memories, Willow. Be right back. All right, man. Boo! I'm still messed up with National Treasure, but, you know. Boo! Anyway, now we're doing Willow, man. So I believe Disney Plus released 2 episodes. Now, this is something that we had talked about for a long time. They announced this a long time ago, and I found out that Willow was one of Tiff's favorite little VHS drag throughs back in the day. She wore the tape out. Her and her brother. And I never had any great love for Willow, only because it was so weird. It was so weird. I was such a George Lucas fanboy, at the time.
Mhm.
So he produced it, and Opie, what's his name, Ron Howard, he directed it, the original movie. And so you're like, wow, Ron Howard and George Lucas, that's like Steven Spielberg and George Lucas. It's got to be great. And so I went and saw this movie, and I was just like, But to your credit, Tiffle, I was much older than you when Willow. I could see
And honestly, like,
a little kid loving it, but
yeah,
older me was like, what is this bullshit? I didn't.
it's been a long time since I've watched it, and I think that the last time I did try to watch it, I was kind of like,
Ooh, the special effects that do not hold up.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, a lot of it just don't hold up, and so.
So do not ask me any questions about original Willow because I will not be able to answer them.
I did not watch the original movie in preparation for this, so I was.
But they gave you a little preview at the beginning there.
Yeah, they did.
So
man, what is this? TV series, man. I don't know how many they have slated, but also 2022 TV 14. I'm telling you, Tiff, this TV 14 shit and PG-13 is getting on my nerves, and I'm telling you, I noticed it the most. It finally hit me during Wakanda Forever because they was like sticking people with spears, and it was like no repercussions from it. No, no blood, no nothing. I was like, this is kind of bullshit. Not that I'm a gore fan, but come on, man.
I am.
Somebody with a spear, it should be, something.
Yeah, show me, squirt some ketchup on the lens.
Yeah, you got war fights and stuff and nothing. Anyway,
bullshit.
TV 14, action adventure drama. 20 years after vanquishing the wicked Queen Barfmarda. Can't believe I said that right. The sorcerer Willow, of good, I don't remember, leads a group of misfits on a dangerous rescue mission into the unknown, Tiff. So, who the hell is in this TV show?
So obviously Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
Ellie Bamber.
Yeah.
Ruby Cruz.
Yeah.
Erin Kellerman.
I wonder if she...
Tony...
No, never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Erin
Tony...
Kellerman. She's all over the place, man. Sorry.
You guys, I'm apologizing immediately for what I'm about to say because...
What?
I'm going to do it wrong. Tony Revolori. There we go. Tony Revolori.
Yeah, that's great. What are you talking about? You're right on the money.
It's just a lot of O's in there. Amar Chadha Patel and Dempsey Burke.
Look, you ring that one off like nothing. You didn't even pause, and that's a rough one. So, I'm just saying it's a rough one. So man, yeah, Willow. I guess before we go any further, it's that time, Tiff. It's time for one word. One word. Willow.
Oh, okay. This is
2022.
I want to say.
I see Tiffobot's childhood dreams just crushing.
I want to say unbearable.
Oh shit! I saw it happening, y'all. You was watching the video. You saw Tiff. It was just like. That was a bunch of smoke and shit, Tiff comes walking out of the smoke. Oh boy.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
no.
unbearable. That's a great word.
Unbearable.
Oh shit. I'm gonna modify and make up a word. It's kind of like a double whammy here.
Mm-hmm.
The hell? That's DAHELL. The hell? That's my word. Damn, Tiffobot. Damn. What's going on over at Disney? Damn. Oh my goodness. Now, to their credit, Willow is actually made for children. The first one.
Sure.
And then you do this TV 14. I guess here's George Lucas's, and he had nothing to do with this. Here's the mistake that they make when they come out with these sequels of these movies. Your fan base was kids when they came out. I believe your property should always grow up with your original fan base. Don't try to grow up with new fans.
Okay.
Grow it up a little bit.
I know that there's stuff that exists now that is sort of like what I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
But what I mean is that when we were kids,
Yes.
shit that like legitimately fucking scared you,
Yes.
or was like maybe slightly inappropriate for children, happened in movies like that were made for children. So
Indiana
like,
Jones, PG-13. People's faces
Yeah.
melt into blood and pus.
yes, yes, and you were like, and then it was maybe a little bit weird, but like, I think that I'm not saying that maybe is the way that it should be, but I'm saying that if you're making something from like my childhood in which like the original Willow was much more horrifying in a lot of ways than this.
Please grow up a little bit with me, just a little bit.
Yeah, because like this shit is just, yeah, like I said, unbearable. Like the way that these people, it's very childish. It's almost like what's really weird about it. Okay, so in this we come on to
Excuse me. Let's hit them spoilers because it's time.
Oh, sorry, fuck,
No.
sorry.
You haven't said anything. Go ahead.
Okay, spoilers. So we open with them, the two girls fighting on the cliff.
Cling, 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 cling,
Yep.
cling. Ah, ha, ha.
And even here, I'm like, okay,
Oh,
okay.
God.
So it starts like that.
Stuff.
Yeah,
Immediately.
but you go, maybe I'm wrong. I got a bad feeling, but maybe I'm wrong, is what you say.
Yeah. So here's my seethe mark. So at that scene, it's like here. I'm like, seethe. Go ahead.
So, and then we have a brother situation where he's just like trying to get his dick wet all the time.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
This is what I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Like you said with movies about where there's blood or like fucking shit, where and it just doesn't show up, even though logically we know
It's implied.
because it's made for children. Because we know as adults there'd be blood, but children don't need to see whatever, right? Because it's not, they don't give a fuck. But same with sex. It feels like it's a movie with themes for adults, but made like, okay, and I don't mean like that, like, because obviously that happens all the time, but what I mean is like, if this is a movie for children, don't put the sex part in.
It's a movie for children. The way they were laying on each other and kissing,
right?
And
because
like,
the
I
only
want my kid to see that,
right? But no, what I'm saying is I don't give a shit about the kids seeing sex or whatever, right? Whatever. I'm not saying that. I mean,
care.
no. I mean, yes, I care. What I mean is, as far as intended audience, right?
Okay.
This scene, like, is.
Yeah, come on.
Shot in a way that like they're trying to have the sex and also act like it's not sex.
Oh, yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like it's very desexualized sex, but also because of the way they're doing it, because of the way they're trying to be like it is sex, but it's not sex. It makes it way more weird than if they were somehow just fucking.
Because they were laying on top of each other and stuff, and his shirt is all open and shit.
Well, I was like, you guys, the implied sexuality of this part of the movie made me think that she's pregnant.
Okay, so this is what got me. I'm seeing young CWR with these two girls fighting, and then the brother, more CW, and then
what is the shirt?
Okay, so I'm watching this thing, right?
I saw this young man's nipples.
I'm watching this thing, and in the middle, my family started laughing at me because I'm sitting there, and it's like all this soap opera shit is happening, And I said, what the hell is this? I literally screamed, and I said, what the hell is this? What am I'm like,
it happens so soon, too, that you know that you're going to have to watch, like, an hour and a half more of this shit.
Right, because
nothing
was happening.
Damn it.
Happening. Then the guy comes, Flash from Spider-Man shows up, and he's this little brutal kid, and it's more of this shit. And then like you get that lady who was, in the first movie, she was a hero. Matt Mardigan was played by Val Kilmer, so he's not in it.
Right.
Maybe you should have just recast. I don't know. Y'all killed me trying to make these actors like part of the character.
Yeah.
But, maybe the story would have been a little better, because he was such a great character. Anyway, they didn't do it. And we go through all this time, all this shit, and there's no Willow. There's no magic. There's just a bunch of teens that's like, hee, hee, hee.
And you guys, not even interesting. They're very annoying teens.
Yes,
they're very annoying teens.
And I'm like, what am I watching? I stopped for a moment because I had forgot I was watching something that was supposed to be Willow because of all the the brother and sister are supposed to be Mad Mardigan's kids, right? And so, but you didn't know at first because they said that, they got the queen, the empress doesn't know who's the empress, who's the baby, who's the baby. And at first they kind of like implying that it's gonna be this girl who is the worst character. I can't stand her sister. I can't stand her ass, man. It's
really.
Oh.
I have to say something about the sister particularly because eventually, you guys have not to skip ahead a little bit, but the brother gets kidnapped and they go on the adventure to get him back, right? And it is very weird because it is very much treated with like they're kind of like bum ba bum.
Hold up,
bum ba bum.
The fight with the demons was kind of cool.
No. I mean, as far as like the pace with which they are moving towards their goal, and then every once in a while during these 2 episodes, she'll go, "My brother's out there." And I'm like, put a little fucking pepper in it, then. My God.
Well, you suffer from Lord of the Ringish, and I'll explain why. They tipped the 2 hobbits, and what happened? Our 3 heroes was like, boom, 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 boom. They running. Come on, we ain't sleeping. And, you're like, yeah, they're going to get their friends. They right on their track, right?
Yeah.
They like, well, we must get a quest together. We have a fellowship, and you're like, what's happening?
And honestly, some shit that okay, so the fight. Yeah. In the thing, I don't think is that bad.
No. The fight,
was with the monsters,
yeah, but then the who you pick for the fellowship, you get this old man who's on death's doorstep. I'm going to the fellowship, and I'm like, he's dead. Then you get this girl. I'm the princess. So you're gonna take your future king and queen,
right?
And put them out there. I'm like, this.
Yep, that's not gonna happen.
No, it's not. Come on, y'all.
And that's the thing. It made no sense because the whole time that this daughter has been training, the mom's like, put on a dress. Don't do that. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, when this very integral thing happens, she's like,
go ahead, girl.
You're the queen of the realm. You'll unite us all under your fighter's banner. Yeah. If you really were going to do that, you would let her be trained by the guards and learn how to fight. What the fuck kind of inconsistent bullshit is this? Which, BTW, we find out a character is a Laura.
Laura is a Danon?
Yeah. And they did I wanted to say they did a really good job.
Yes, they did.
Hiding the child.
Coming. Yeah, I didn't see it coming. And when it happened, I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I did like that. That was the best part of the whole thing. But I will say the care with which they have protected this child is 0. And they made her be a servant.
They sure did, just make her turn into a straight up slave, and then she getting banged by the prince, and it's just like, damn, she's supposed to be a regular person. So anyway, we finally get some Willow, right? And I'm like, oh, do I remember the little friend that I think he was in the movie? And right, I'm like, I think he was in the movie, and I don't know if that's
I'm gonna need you to remind me.
No, there's no wife anymore, and the little brother is gone, but the daughter, I think that's the original actress. I didn't know, I couldn't tell.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And so, I thought that was cool. Willow was, I figured, I don't know, he was just so ordinary. I figured he would have, he was the king of the world when the movie ended and stuff.
Yeah, but he's not. Remember, then we watched the thing, and he's not a great wizard.
Yeah. It was, it was like a kind of a joke and stuff like that. Well, not a joke, but for people who know and stuff. So, but it still wasn't enough to pull me back in. And even the guy who played
the kind of the stand-in for Val Kilmer in a sense.
Yeah,
he was like I thought he did a good job.
I think, but I just don't.
It's not enough. It's not enough.
No, it's not. Because you know why? This showrunner, whoever this is, wants to highlight the sister being Mad Mardigan's daughter so bad. This actress, I think she stinks. I don't like the character. I don't like anything about it. I'm just like,
I think she stinks.
I'm pew pew pew. Pew pew pew.
It's bad, you guys. And then some of the shit that happens is just so stupid. Like the girl, Elora Danon walks off by herself.
Always.
For no reason. They said you have to stay. You can come with us.
And then it was funny.
And then she just wandered away and left her horse.
Tiff, not only that, the old man got shot off of his horse.
Yes, and then didn't get on the horse. I thought that I was like, it's fine that happens, but one, that makes me think these people are really stupid, or two, it's for a plot reason, and it's so obvious to me that I'm gonna wait for it to come because she hasn't got any horse. I was mad.
Tiff,
It's lazy.
I
It
was
feels lazy.
I was literally screaming at the screen, and everybody in my house thought I was the biggest joke of the night because I'm just sitting there like, this is bullshit, you know. And I just, it was two shows that were just. I don't give a shit about Willow. I'm not watching it. I don't care. That's bad for me not to, for you to have me not care about your outcome. Shows have gotten me way worse because they did a little something with that. What's gonna happen? You know, to get me to
Yeah.
continue to watch. And either one of these shows is just like, no, no, no. And I'm not that guy looking to complain about shit. You know, I give everything a more chance than it should probably get. You know?
Yeah.
But it was horrible, Tiff. I thought it was horrible.
Oh, I'm glad that we were on the same page because I was like, it's gonna be really hard to talk about this if you liked it.
No, not at all. It's nothing I liked about it. Nothing. Nothing. I can't think of one thing that happened in Willow other than them with the reveal of Laura Dannon. That was about it. That I was like, oh, that was cool. But it just felt small to me. It felt
Yeah.
like the characters. What is up with these putting these super young? I guess that's the Disney way. They got too much Disney involved in it. They were getting these super young people, you know, and throwing them in here like we're supposed to, like you're gonna be a hero. No, you barely wiping your own ass. What are you doing? You know, what are we talking about? You know. So anyway, and the friend who was growing up as a knight. Now that actress, she is getting paid. She's getting around. What's her name? Erin Kellyman.
Yeah. What was she? Was she in the
She was
Resident
in,
Evil?
I don't know if she was in Resident Evil, but she was definitely in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. She was like the main bad guy. If you know the super soldier people.
Oh yeah.
And she's been in, and she was like she was in a Solo, and she's good. She's better than this shit. That's for sure. And
This is shit.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I feel bad for her that she's in this property. You know, she's getting paid, but nobody's gonna give a shit about this. Anyway, man, we came to do the goddamn thing, and we got it done, yo. Sorry, so much negativity, you know.
No, I'm not sorry.
But we gotta keep it real, yo. So yeah, it just avoid both of these, y'all. This is not worthy.
Yep.
Of I'm not. I mean, really, it's not worthy of your time. So anyway, that we came to do the damn thing. We got it done, Tiff. I'm the host of this train wreck that we just had today. My name is Montego. With me is my wonderful co-host, Miss Tiff O'Bots. Do you have any final words for the people, Tiff?
That's been a pleasure as always.
Indeed. And so until next week, man, I'm making Tiff go see the Avatar, y'all. So, you know, there we go. There we go. So until then, we will be
on patrol.
Patrol time.